Wake up, wake up, wake up. It is the Mecca Media Morning Show with your sports with Aunty Shar. What's up, family? It's time for us to talk about some football. You know we're going to start out talking about the Cleveland Browns. Again, Wacko Flacco. He just stunk. He just bombed. It was horrible. First, I was like, what's really going on? Are you old? Or you just can't move? What are you doing? That's how I was watching the game. I felt real bad for my husband because, you know, he's a big Browns fan. We all know I am there to support my nephew. Sure. So, you know, I'm going to watch and see what the Browns doing. Sitting back wondering when you're going to put him in. Or, hey, Flacco get hurt. Put Dylan in. Let him stink. Something. Just so I can get a glimpse. Not just what he's doing on the sideline. But, you know, get a glimpse of him in there. Let's talk about Joe's stats. You know I'm going to go to the notes because I can't have you coming for me for not having the facts. So, Joe, he had 16 out of 34 completions for 184 yards passing. And he also had not one, not two, 3 turnovers. And you know, I like to watch some of the other commentators and some of the other YouTubers. You know, I want to hear what they have to say. Have to give shout outs to a lot of them because they also keep me in the loop on what's going on in the Cleveland Browns football town. And I heard one of the commentators talk about that it actually was like 5 turnovers, but because of the calls, you know, so only 3 counted. I was like, 5? Yeah, we seen that all the way here in Northeastern Ohio. We know that Stefanski, he is the play caller for that offense, even though they have an offensive coordinator there. We know Stefanski is the one who is making the plays. So Stefanski, since Joe can't, you know, do what you need him to do for that offense, that plays that you're calling, are you going to bench him? Are you going to sit him down? Or are you going to put the rookies in so maybe they can, you know, show how good of a coach that many seem to think that you are, so the rookies can show that the plays that, you know, you call are good and that they work. Put in the rookies. Put in my nephew. Come on, what you doing, Stefanski? I'm saying, either you and Joe get it together or get both of y'all the hell up out of here because I'm telling you, your play calling is either stinking up the joint or Joe can't play the plays that you're calling. Something's going on. I need y'all to get it together. Speaking of the rookies getting in, guess what? The New York Giants said, hey, we can't keep losing like this. We got Jackson Dart over here. Let's go ahead and just put him on in. We are in week 4 and we're losing. You know, Russ, we like you. You're all right. But you ain't working out too good for us over here in New York. And we already know we love Jameson. Don't get it wrong. We do. But we know Jameson wasn't going to make it happen. So guess what? Come on. Let's get on out here, Jackson Dart. Guess what? He won. Not only did he won, which is a crazy thing, I was reading a couple of things. They put on there, they pointed out to us how that he is the first rookie quarterback since 1979 that led a team into winning with their losing streak. I thought that was pretty dope. So it's showing you what these rookies can do and what they are about. Let's not forget about our rookies and how they got down last year in the NFL. Y'all know what we saw. And come on, Cleveland, get it together. Put your rookies in. I'm saying, remember, You got other teams showing you. They're putting it in the palm of your hand for us all to see. Get Flacco out of there. Get them rookies in. Preferably Shador. All right, so let's talk about some other things. Let's talk about Baltimore. Let's talk about Baltimore Ravens. And let's talk about the Green Bay Packers. And let's talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Why am I bringing them up? I want to talk about teams that are contenders and pretenders. Now, we are going into week 5 of the NFL. And we see how these teams are doing right now. And we have some that we know are solid contenders. The reason why I said that, because the Baltimore Ravens, they are 1-3 right now. And we're not used to seeing that at all. Not out of the Ravens, but I will say this. They do have one of the best rosters in the NFL. So I believe that they will come out of this funk. And it is time for the Baltimore Ravens to really show you what they're about and who they are. I mean, they've shown us, but I'm talking about the contender for, you know what, their Super Bowl championship. Now, let's talk about a pretender. We're going to talk about the Green Bay Packers. I brought that up simply because if you did not see that Dallas Cowboy game and that Green Packers game, ooh, you missed a game. You missed the game if you didn't watch it. It was good. I was upset that I was up as late as I was, but I wanted to see who was going to win. I'm talking about Dak Prescott and Jordan Love. They was going. I'm talking about back-to-back for touchdown to touchdown. Them quarterbacks was making it happen. I'm not saying that their offense and defense wasn't good, but I'm not going to lie to you. I thought I was going to see a Michael Parsons and a Dak Prescott, duel, but that's not what I saw. I saw Jordan Love showing Dak, hey, bruh, I don't care what you're talking about. I love this game just like anybody else, and I'm going toe for toe with you, bro. That's what I saw. And then at the end, when I thought it was over, let me tell you, I got up, went to go get some water, was ready to go ahead and turn it in, and then I missed that. Man, was it 53 or 54-yard field goal? But it was, and I missed it. To tie the game. They went into overtime. I'm like, yeah, buddy, this about to be good. That ain't what happened at all. It ended up being a tie. And I understand why so many is upset, because, that game was so good. They should have let them keep playing so we could have seen who was going to be the victor. I don't think I like this tie business. I really don't. Because when you tie, you really can't, pop your collar and say who's the best. I wanted to see if Michael Parsons was going to get his revenge. Yes, I did, because before the game, they were sitting and they were talking to the owner of the Dallas Cowboys. To Jerry Jones. And they were asking him about, the trade. And they also brought up that Michael Parsons basically, said that he had wanted to work it out. Basically, he really did want to stay in Dallas. And Jerry said some off the wall and slick stuff. That's why he had that sword in his mouth. I know I seen the way in Akron, Ohio. I don't know if you did, but I know I did. Was letting you know that sword, something was going on. But anyway, speaking of that, I would have rather seen Michael Parsons still with Dallas, because he's on a team that's a pretender. And I have to say that. Y'all just don't understand why I gotta say that. Listen, even though they tied with the Dallas Cowboys, okay? The week before that, they played the Cleveland Browns, all right? The Cleveland Browns, and we know we got Flacco out there. They allowed Cleveland to beat them. And they beat them 13-10, but they had unanswered points to Cleveland with that. I'm just saying, y'all pretender. Yeah, you did what you did, but at the end of the day, I'm sorry, y'all lost against Cleveland the week before. So right now, in my book, you guys are pretenders, all right? Who was my other contender? I got to go here too. Y'all know when I'm talking, I got to keep the brown stuff in there because I got to keep that in your mind. So y'all can keep saying, it's Shadora time. So I got to keep saying things about the Browns. Let's talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, where Baker Mayfield is the quarterback there. They are contenders, okay? And I got to tell you why. See, when I looked up and noticed that Baker they only had 3 points on the board to the Eagles, the championship team. They had 21. The Buccaneers had 3. Go to get your popcorn and, your little snacks or whatever. And I'm like, Baker, y'all was doing good. Out of nowhere, Baker is throwing darts left and right. Bringing his team on. And it got so exciting that I thought the Buccaneers was going to win. They didn't, but it was a great game. Let you see what type of quarterback Baker was. It's another ball that Cleveland dropped, and they allowed Baker to go. See what I'm saying? I'm just saying. It's just horrible. It's just horrible. I hope they don't do this to Shador and the other one, Dylan Gabriel. Auntie got always got to root for hers first. But I ain't going to shoot the other young man down. Now, before I go, I got to give some shout outs to my aunties. Yes, my husband, he gonna do something special for me today. He got your aunties rolling. Yeah, y'all see it? Yes, I gotta say thank you for those comments. I love that you guys tune in, like, and say the things that you say. Now listen, if you have a team that you think is pretending right now or is a contender other than the Chiefs, other than the Eagles, we want to talk about some other teams because we know what the Chiefs and the Eagles are all about. I want to hear who your pretenders and your contenders are. Are they in or are they out? Week 5 is coming up. Auntie will be back with the news. And if you want to know where I get my sports information from, you can go to the Reporter Newspaper online.com. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It is the Mega Media Morning Show with Auntie Shar on the sports.
Hello, I'm George Carter with Akron Local News. As you know, we're down here every day getting information out to the community by way of the Reporter Newspaper and the reporternewspaperonline.com. If you have some advertising material that you would like to get out to the public, this is the perfect conduit to do it. The Reporter Newspaper and the reporternewspaperonline.com covers quite an area and quite a few people. As you can see, we're down here now in pre-production. We have Miss Phoenicia in the background getting ready for her program. And if there's some things that we can advertise for you through the reporternewspaperonline.com, give us a call at 330-535-7061. And that information will be distributed to the community post haste. Thank you.
Hello, Akron. My name is Gwen Bryant, and I am running for school board, the Akron Public School Board. And the reason I am running on November 4th is the election day is because I was a former educator in Akron Public Schools. I was an educator for over 35 years. Now I'm a national consultant where I have touched the lives of 500 districts out of 13,000 within the U.S. So I have been out here grinding for kids all of my adult life. So I would like to bring my skills and my experience about knowing about education to make decisions about policy, because that's what a school board member does, looking at the fiscal responsibility of it and making sure those things are done to best serve the students, our community, and the residents of Akron. So I'm asking for your vote. Please vote for me on November 4th on Election Day. Thank you.
This has been a podcast from the Mega Media Social Media Network.